enjoy my vlog. And this is Project Ford, or Keep 'em Running. And what I have here is the Ford Explorer XLT. And I got it in the garage now because this is the continuation of the noise that the wife heard in the rear. And it was the rear bearing. So I've got it in here now. I got the ports on order. Should be here tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and get the bearings changed. And also in that kit is a set of rear rotors. As you can see, they're a little done. So, and that was all for $115 for a set of new rotors with ceramic pads. And while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do both wheel bearings, and then go ahead and change both rotors and the pads that go with it. We'll get it back to highway use again. This vehicle is a 03, and it's got just over 233,000 miles on it. And I'm sure those rear wheel bearings have never been done. So there we are. Stay tuned. Talking about wheel bearings. This is independent. This does not have a solid drive shaft in the rear. So what happens is with a solid axle under here, if it has a solid axle, but it doesn't, it's independent, you would have to get in there, undo the pumpkin, pop the C-clips, and then pull the whole right axle out and then the left axle out. And then you'd have to get a tool and pry the bearing out, and then you'd pry the bearing with the oil seal. So this is not. This is independent rear suspension with a rear independent drive axle. So that entails another series of steps, and we will find those out together here. And this is what a bad wheel bearing is like in the rear. Put you there so you can see it. That is a very bad wheel bearing. Up, down, and front to front. Oh. This is a continuation of placing the rear wheel bearing on the 03 Ford Explorer. 3 days later, I now have my bearings and rotors with ceramic pads. Do the unboxing here. See what all can. 3 days. That's all it took. Alright. Look, I got from Detroit Axle. Has this material here, right? Detroit axle has its own spray cleaner. That's cool. .3 brake fluid. We carry parts you need at a 10% discount off the next go. There's your rotors. Struts, rack and pinion, A-frames, tie rod ends, ball joints. Sweet. I'll have to get into them next time. Superior stopping, ceramic. Slides. Ceramic pads. Sweet. Of course, the rotors themselves. That's another project on top of the. That's while I'm already in here. So, while I've already got the axle, somewhat of the axle apart, because you can look right in here and see how bad those rotors are. I'll pop that. Now we can go with the, open up the main reason we're doing this. They don't look like that. Hopefully they're. Hopefully they haven't. I will open that. There we go. I was gonna say open it didn't look like that. Okay, there's your main bearing. Your big ass C-clip. And then there's your hub itself. Now, technically, you really don't need a new hub. You could probably use the old hub. That's totally up to you. But for the price, for all this for 115 bucks, when you'll probably go to the auto store and it's going to cost you 150 bucks just for the 115 bucks just for the bearing. So I couldn't pass that up when I saw it. So we'll find out and see how bad that hub actually is, because this is going to press in, press out after you get that clip out of the way. You press it back in, put the clip on, and now you're going to slide this right in there like that after you take your hub, your drive shaft nut off. So we're going to go ahead and pop the wheel off here. And if you haven't gotten a battery operated impact wrench yet, you need to get one. Leave the air behind, because there's nothing. I don't think there's anything battery operated now that won't do the job that air does. Get my camera stand up here, it'll be good. It's not like no problem now. Come on. There you go. I only paid $100 for that impact, so you know, and it's good for 300 foot-pounds. Holy cow. Really nice back here, doing. Hopefully that nut will just break right away. And for now, I can't remember if I had these off prior already or not. I think they're 13. And 10. And a 10 mil. I got 11. Where are my 10s? The 12. Ready to tell you, Lefty Lucy. Ready to tell you, Lefty Lucy. One's coming, but the other one's. Yeah, that one's rounded. That one's rounded off, of course. There you go. Pretty long, isn't it? Okay. And 9 will go. No, 9 won't go on there. All I'm going to do is try it.